Ooh. I'm gonna say it like this. I heard somebody else say it this way. You need to learn your laws. I really like that way. You need to learn your laws. And I'm not talking about the laws that govern the land. I'm not talking about the laws of the business. I'm not even talking about like the tax code. I'm talking about I'm going to use two of them: the law of abundance and the law of reciprocity. Because actually, those two things are related, and I've never noticed that anybody actually put them together before, but they're directly related with one another. If you can consistently live with an abundance mindset, you have to have an abundance mindset that there's always enough resources, that there's always enough of everything that you need. Elon Musk is a very good example of that, man. I heard him shut down, I think it was Bill Maher, where Bill Maher was talking about, scarce resources. And he was like, oh, we are not in any danger of running out of resources. And he was like, what about water? And he starts explaining desalination. Elon Musk is a very good example that he only sees an abundance of resources. And look what this guy is doing, what he has done, what he is doing, and what his fucking goals are. If you can live with an abundance mindset, knowing that whatever you do, there will always be more resources to help you get it done in the future, then there's nothing that can stop you. A really good thought process behind this is how people either do or don't spend their money. So money is important to a lot of people, and most of them want to see a specific number in their bank account. So that number is more important than anything else. But the problem is, and they're saving their money. The problem is, saving is for suckers. And if you are only worried about that number inside of your bank account, then you're treating it like it's a scarce resource. Money has its own speed, its own velocity. And if you want to apply it to the law of reciprocity, then you have to think with an abundance mindset. Spend your money like you know that more money is always going to come in. Now, when I say that, I am not talking about going to buy a fucking Gucci belt when you can't pay your rent. That is not the same thing. That is just plain stupidity. There is no law for that. You're just a fucking moron. But if you spend your money in ways to either invest in yourself, invest in your company, give you more time so that you can work on these things, invest in your future, invest in your family, invest in your team, invest in the people around you. If you spend your money doing those kinds of things, that money, you're living with an abundance mindset. And the more that you spend to do those things, the law of reciprocity will then take over and it will bring more of it back to you. Again, don't spend it on stupid shit, but consistently spend your money like you know that it's coming back, that there's always more money. There is so much money in the world that you only when you're broke do you think that there's not enough money to go around. There is more than enough money. You do not have to stress that. You just have to make sure that you're allocating your funds. I was going to say your money, your funds to the things that are going to invest in you and bring more money back to you. Same thing with your time. You have to invest your time in a way that's going to create more for the ability for you to do more with your time. If you live with an abundance mindset, if you're capable of doing this, the way that you allocate all of your resources will then enter the law of reciprocity, and those things will be returned back to you. Learn your laws. These are just two of them. If you can learn just these two laws, though, this will fucking slingshot you ahead of everybody else. Think with an abundance mindset. Whatever it is that you think is scarce on this planet, I promise you, there's a lot of it. Way more than you can ever even fathom of it. So allocate your resources like there is more of it. And it will go from an abundance mindset, so the law of abundance, into the law of reciprocity. And the law of reciprocity will ensure that it's returned to you, but 2 times fold, 5 times fold, tenfold, whatever. It'll keep coming back to you though. The moment you start thinking that things are scarce and that you want to hold on to those things, then the world responds the same. You're thinking with a scarcity mindset, and the law of reciprocity does the same thing. It treats it like it's a scarce material to and for you, and will then be very restricted in how much it gives back to you. Man, learn your laws. But this is just two of them, and they actually one is related directly into the other. Think with an abundance mindset. Recognize that there's more of whatever resource that you need to allocate towards whatever it is to accomplish your goals, and more of it will come back to you. Don't buy a fucking Gucci belt when you need to pay your rent, though. That's just fucking stupid.